Purple pants premonitions. Brice and Gary, DeAndre. Purple pants premonitions. Spiritual care and a terror reads on the way.
And we are back this month with your Purple Pants Premonitions for the month of November. I'm excited to be back with my co-host, the one, the only, the Gary DeAndre. How are you doing today?
You know what? I'm here. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. We getting ready for a new month, so I'm feeling excited for what's to come. November is what is it? No shave November. So I mean,
Oh,
I will be shaving, but got to keep this beard together, baby. Okay,
listen, listen. The beards are here and they are here to stay.
that
I
part.
am, I'm like excited for November, but I also feel like I get sad when I think about November because I think about like November, in my opinion, is like the official start of the holiday seasons. And when the holiday seasons come up, it's like the end of the year is here. And
hmm
so it is, although the new year is a time for celebration, but just in the sense of the year ending, it's almost like we're mourning something. But maybe it's mourning something that needed to die. So it's like, let me just go up there, see. I'm just going up there to see if the body really there,
The,
cause
okay, who did the body?
okay. Who did the family call? This is Jenkins Funeral Home. They laid my
Okay,
grandmother, my great grandmother, and my great
my
great
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 great grandfather.
grandfather.
Okay. No, I
Yeah.
feel you on that one. Listen, I'm kind of the same like mentality of I'm excited to see what the holiday season brings, but I know like for me it's always just like a weird time because I don't live like close to family and stuff like that. So it's like trying to like navigate like, oh, like what am I gonna do? Who am I gonna be around? Like end of the year, like what's coming up for me next year? What do I think about this year that we just made it through? But I'm also like, baby girl, it is not December 31st yet. So give yourself some
Okay.
time to get through the rest of November and December before you start spiraling out about what next year is going to bring. So,
Right. And it just is like a lot of pressure. And I think the pressure doesn't need to be there. Like we're already on a
yeah.
journey. It's just really just a new page in the book. And so sometimes we just put this immense amount of pressure on ourselves because new year, new me, but
Me.
really it's the same you. It's been the same you for the past decade. So yeah, I'm just trying to my glass today is half full.
Amen. Come on now, half full. We love a half full glass. I was about to say, if I was going to choose, my glass would be, I don't know. She's in a mixture of between being half empty and half full. I think it just depends on the minute that you catch me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
some minutes it'd be given half empty, and then some minutes it'd be given half full, and then sometimes I just need a nap in order to refill the cup. You know what I'm saying? Because a nap will always do it. So that's kind of what I'm checking in from today.
Listen, you ain't never lie. A nap will do the body good. And I don't know if maybe I'm getting older, but first of all, I love a good nap. Listen, let me get a little 15-minute power nap and I'm great. But I just been finding it so much more harder to get up from a nap, right? Like
hmm
I can go down, but when it's time for me to get back up, I be like contemplating life. Like,
Yes.
do I want to go on?
Okay, listen, because that nap had me in a beautiful dream state, and now I got to come back to this ghetto ass reality that
Ugh,
we in.
very much
back
so.
back to work, back to something else we got to do. It's like, girl, can I just have a break, please? But you know
Mm,
what? Still grateful to be able to breathe. Still grateful to be able to get through it. Still grateful to be able to do all the things. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of
yes.
where I'm checking it from.
Yes. Well, I'm excited to see what the month of November is going to bring us in our Purple Pants Premonitions.
I know. I'm excited to see what the month of November is going to bring us as well. I know that we talked a lot about like light and darkness, like in the month of October. And it's definitely been a lot of like having to keep yourself close to the light, seeing a lot of darkness like around you and trying to stay as grounded as possible, like in the middle of all of that. So October definitely brought it to the doll, but you know what? I have high hopes for November, and we're going to see what comes out with the Purple Pants Premonitions. So shout out to everybody that has been keeping up and like commenting and posting and tweeting about Purple Pants Premonitions. I'm really excited to be able to see what's coming up for the month of November.
Yes.
Today, I'm going to be using the Wandering Star Tarot. I haven't used this deck in a really long time. I thought I'd give mine a little bit of a break. I know that y'all have seen the Tarot for You and Me so much, but if you would like to get you a copy of Tarot for You, you know I always got it ready. Okay, listen. If you want to get you a copy for Tarot for You and Me for somebody in your life, maybe somebody in your family that needs a little bit of a word, please go purchase it. It always would be helpful for me. And for the
It,
people.
it makes a great stocking stuffer with the holidays right around the corner.
Absolutely. So go ahead, purchase your copy. It'll be cute. However, I want to go ahead and get into this reading for today to see what we have from the Water Star Tarot, what the information is going to be on today. Thank you so much to you, Brice, for allowing me to be here and do this with you once again. And also, thank you to the universe for allowing me to be the conduit of whatever message is supposed to be on today. So let's go ahead and see what message do we have for the month of November 2024. What messages do we have for the month of November 2024? Okay, so the cards there. All right, we done shuffling. So we're going to get a couple of cards from here. I just want to use maybe 3 cards just to kind of like highlight what's coming up. All right, it says stop. So the first thing that comes up in the month of November is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords, as you can see, it talks about rest and recovery. Now, it's been quite a busy year for us. A lot of things have been going on. I know that people have been going through difficult times. People have been going through great times. People have been going through a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, no tea, no shade. I was about to say a lot of people have been going through layoffs and stuff like that. And that is really, really stressful. People have been going through, you know, Halloween just happened. So I know that a lot of y'all was probably out doing the damn thing. And what November is telling us is like, this is a month of rest, recovery, and quiet. So what does it mean for you to do things that allow you to just like really, really pour into yourself as you're going throughout the month of November? What allows you to be at your most divine version of rest? What are you doing with your weekends? Are you partying on the weekends or are you chilling on the weekends? Like, are you out and about during the week or are you coming back home and making sure that you're pouring into yourself? I don't know why, but my spirit is like, baby girl, read a book. Like, come home, read a book, get cozy, get your nice little tea. You know what I'm saying? Do something that's going to help you to feel like you are recovering from what's been going on. It's also like, not even going to like forget about this, but the fact that it's like an election month. So it's like we're going to be dealing with everything with like the election that's going to be happening, and that's going to be stressful in its own regard. So it's like a lot of us have been really, you know, out there in the trenches trying to make sure that we are endorsing our preferred candidate. I know who my preferred candidate is. Okay, ding ding. But it's just like some of us have been out in the trenches trying to make sure that we're going, you know, door to door, helping with everything that's been happening with election season. And some of us need some time to recover from all of the hubbub that's going to be happening. It's going to be a crazy time. Also, astrologically, I think, you know, we'll have the new moon that's going to be in Scorpio, and we're going to have a full moon that's going to be in Taurus. And Taurus is all about rest. That Scorpio Taurus axis is really all about like figuring out what's going on like deep down inside of our bodies, and really listening to what it is that our bodies are telling us. So I really think it's going to be important for us as you're going throughout the month of November to be in touch with yourself in the best way possible. What does it mean for you to listen to your body and what it needs in this season? If it's calling for a nap, I find it very interesting. We were talking about naps before we hopped on and started pulling cards. Time for a nap. Okay. If you need a moment of recovery and rest from somebody, take your moment of recovery and rest from the people. Okay. Because maybe it's just calling for you to really just like be with yourself throughout the month of November. I feel like you were going to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, listen to your body. Okay. Maybe it's time to get them mammograms. Maybe it's time to get a colonoscopy. I just had my first colonoscopy last week. I was having some stomach issues all throughout the summer. And, you know, my father passed away from colon cancer. And I was like, I don't really want to play with this. And the doctors kept saying, oh, no, you're fine. I said, no. I'm listening to my body. And, you know, I'm very happy that I was able to get a colonoscopy. But yeah, sometimes in rest, listen to your body. You know, some things might be a little out of whack, and we just are so busy in the hustle and bustle that, you know, our body might be saying, help, something's wrong. And we too busy trying to get from A to B, get from soccer practice to get this deadline to record these podcasts. But sometimes we got to rest and be still. So that also could
Mhm.
just be, listen to your body, get your checkups. Okay. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. Okay. And we need you here in whatever way. Let me tell you, we need you here. And making sure that you trust yourself to listen to whenever your body has something that is telling you to be able to do something about it and spend that time, as it also says, recovering. Like, don't feel obligated to get back up and get back to the nitty gritty just as soon as you get kind of like your answer. Maybe it's telling you got to give yourself some time to like lay down, slow down, chill out, take a chill pill, take a breather. Like, it's okay. Like, you do not have to be on go all the damn time in order for you to feel like you are being successful. In addition to the Four of Swords, we have the World card, which is once you rest and recover, the universe is going to bless you. Okay. There's a lot of success. There's a lot of completion. There's a lot of reward that comes up with the World card. So if you take a look at the World card, you can see the snake, you can see a star, you can see an eye, you can see love, you can see triangle, equilibrium. It's bringing all of these things to your forefront and knowing that you have been in this season right now of really allowing yourself to shed your skin, right? Whenever the World card comes up, it makes me think about us being at the end of one leg of our journey. So once you think about what end of the journey are you kind of like finding yourself falling into as you're going throughout the month of November, I feel like as you get through the full moon, which is going to be closer to the end of the month, you'll start noticing what type of things have I been successful with? What type of things can I reward myself for? Because I did listen to my body and I did rest. You see what she's doing on the card? She's taking a nap. Listen, if people tell you you're not supposed to be taking naps, what is that? That grind culture? Grind culture is dead right now. Okay, we listening to our bodies and we're taking care of ourselves. So I also have to tell this to you, like if you got to take a moment to, you know what I'm saying, take a step back from doing what you normally do, that's okay, and people will understand that, especially the people that love you and understand you the most. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
On top of that, we have the Nine of Swords, which is all about anxiety and worry. So some of us may be feeling anxious because we are taking a step back from the things that we know that we should be doing. But this is just a sign that once you allow yourself to rest and recover, once you allow yourself to see yourself being successful, you may be feeling a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of stress because things are not working or they're not happening the way that you anticipated. But it's all about the frame of mind that you're going into this month with. Are you allowing yourself to be chill? Are you allowing yourself to be cool, calm, and collected? What are the things that you can do in order to help yourself fight against anxiety as you're going throughout the month of November? What are some of the things that you're worried about? Like when I think about some of the things that I'm worried about, I think about just like, job related, like where am I going in my life? Like, what am I doing? I feel like, I just turned 35. So I'm just celebrated this birthday and everything like that. So it's just like, of course, like you start to stress yourself out about the direction that you're going. But this month really could be important for us to be focused on what do we do in order to help ourselves get out of that anxious place. And on the card, it represents a young girl who's in bed. Maybe you need to get into bed and really just like relax, recover. You know what I'm saying? Like put together some of the pieces in order for you to feel a little bit less anxiety, a little bit less worry. Because the swords represent our mind. And it's like our mind, we've got two swords cards, the 4 and the 9. So it's like our mind is going to be really, really doing things over the month of November. But how do you talk yourself off of the ledge? Who do you allow to talk you off of the ledge when you are feeling yourself feeling anxious, when you are feeling yourself feeling worried? And just knowing that in between all of that, there's going to be this sense of success that comes up when you allow yourself to kind of like get out of that space of fear, when you allow yourself to get out of that space of worry, when you allow yourself to get out of that space of overwhelm. So what are the things that you do in order to help yourself feel at peace? I know like for me, meditation, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I know some people are really good at sitting still. That for me, but you know what I'm saying? Like what I do enjoy is taking walks. It's going to be really cute outside weather-wise. So it's like get outside, maybe take a walk, maybe take a step back, do what you need to do in order to really just like allow some of those things to get off your shoulders because there's really no reason for you to be worrying. This worry may come up, especially when it's connected to just like your intuition, your creativity. and also your sense of compassion with the Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. So what this is focusing on for me right now is it's going to be really important for us to think about what we are doing when it comes to our creativity. There we go. What are we doing when it comes to our creativity? Maybe you haven't been as creative as you have been able to be in the past, and that's okay. Do you give yourself some compassion for yourself that things have not led themselves to be as busy and as on go? Like, it's that time of the year where things are slowing down. This is not the summertime. You know what I'm saying? No tea, no shade. So there's no reason for you to be out there doing all the things. This is a time where things are naturally slowing down. The earth is slowing down. So you should be doing the same as well. Also, when it comes to trusting your gut, do you trust yourself? Is the question I want you to ask yourself as you're going throughout the month of November. Do you trust what's coming up for you? Do you trust that you know what's best for you as you're going throughout the month in order to be operating at the best vibration possible? So how do you really trust your intuition? How do you really trust yourself and give yourself some compassion as you are navigating all of these things that could be really, really heavy for you? But I also think that this is speaking to the fact that, because you can see with the Queen of Cups, she's sitting on her throne. So when it comes up in reverse here, it's just like, have people been kicking you off of your throne? Have outside sources been making you feel as though you are not worthy or you are not deserving? If you can fight against some of those things throughout this month, that's going to be the really, really most important thing to do, because at the end of the day, there is success, there is completion, there is happiness, there is joy, there are rewards that are coming your way. But it's all about the way that you look at it as you're going throughout the month of November. So how do you allow yourself to stay connected to the fact that your intuition is telling you what it is that you need to do, not listening to what somebody else is telling you, especially if they're not living in your body, if they're not living in your truth, then you need to be focused on yourself. Period, point blank, plain and simple. Does that make sense?
A lot. Okay. The dots is connecting.
Come on now. We love connecting the dots. So I want to go to an oracle card. This month is going to be a little bit shorter just because, okay, yeah. I figured this was it. The death card comes out. Right. The death card comes out.
Didn't we just ask who did the body?
Okay, we did. And something is dying, Your Honor. Not you necessarily, but something has to be let go of. So what is it that you are letting go of in the month of November? How are you allowing that death to be something that bores a sense of fruit for you? Once you release something, you make space for something new. So what is it that's shedding as you're going throughout the month of November? We got daylight savings time coming up and everything like that. So it's like, I think about also, we have Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. You know what I'm saying? How are you honoring your ancestors as you're going throughout this month? Maybe on November 2nd or sometime within that week, November 2nd, November 1st, whatever day. Doing something throughout that week that allows you to honor those that have like passed on. Maybe some of us are going through grief right now, and it's important for us to acknowledge the fact that we are grieving. And this could be grieving a person, this could be grieving a place, this could be grieving a specific thing. Like, maybe that is what is being called for us to do, is give ourselves some time to grieve. And that may be why we're having so much anxiety and so much worry, because we're not doing what we used to do anymore, or maybe we're doing something brand new and it's really uncomfortable for us. But that's where that rest and recovery is going to come in handy, because while you are going through this season, as long as you're allowing your body to listen to what it needs, taking care of yourself the way that it needs, then you're going to be okay. So I implore you to really, really check in with yourself as you're going throughout the month of November and think about what is dying, what is being let go of, what are you preparing yourself for as we are getting ready for December and the new year. You know what I'm saying? Like, what needs to kind of just like be left in 2024? If you want to start going ahead and planning those things out, this could be the perfect time to get on your new year, new me type of tea. You feel what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that you got to start in December. You can start in November if you want to, but it's really about you thinking about, what am I letting go of in order to make space for the new? That is your reading for the month of November.
Yes, I love it. I think of flowers, right? I think they bloom in the summertime and the wintertime. Some are annuals, some are perennials. But when it gets cold, a part of the flower doesn't die, but it slows up. It stops pumping all that water, all of that, and kind of like goes into preservation mode and getting themselves together for the next bloom. And so
Mhm.
I'm going into preservation mode. Okay. I need to get
Okay.
ready for my next bloom. But that was when I say these readings, they hit and they always hit right on time. I can't thank you enough, Gary. Before we go, anything that you have going on this month that we need to let the posse know about?
For this month, as you can see, it just said that we're gonna focus on grieving. We're gonna focus on letting go of some things. So that's where my energy is focused on right now. Like I said, if you are interested in purchasing Tarot for You and Me, that is always going to be something that you can do. As far as readings are concerned, I'm always available. If you want to get in through the back door, shoot me an email, gangstergurry@gmail.com. We can get something together, especially if you're looking to figure out what it is that you're letting go of. Maybe I can help you figure that out. But I'm around. Just hit me up and I'll be here for you.
Yes. Well, we thank you so much for lending your gifts to the posse. And this has been your Purple Pants Premonitions for the month of November. We will be back for our last premonitions of the year next month in December. So we will see you soon. Take your time to rest, enjoy the holidays with your family, and we be out. We'll see you soon, and listen to your body.
Listen to your body, boo. We'll see you soon.
It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You better listen in public, might make your stomach hurt. Ooh. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to unwind, you better get that box wine. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to get your snack, you better hurry right back though. It's the Purple Pants. It's the Purple Pants.